Greetings, everyone, and have no fear. Grouchy Umbra already got all of his grouchy anger out in the previous video, targeting poor, innocent Hayu. It's so sad. I mean, I think Globalers sometimes forget that we're like 4-5 months ahead, which means that when it comes right down to it, we're slightly more advanced than the needs of a character are slightly more. So like 140s at this point are really what a lot of JP players are more thinking about, especially with how limited still UR horns are. With that being said, I have to say that so far this week, only had her for about half a week so far, but Raf is really working out quite nicely for me. Even if I don't see the biggest wins in Arena, I do see a lot of consistent wins, and that is something that I like to see more often than not, because to me, like, a good solid win usually is just better if you can consistently hit it. So yeah, only hitting like 100 so far, but accessing now her hate up on her support, as well as auto revive on this ability. She is just a fantastic unit, absolutely fantastic, becoming one of my favorites. Of course, I haven't built complete yet, haven't really fully decided, but like I said, it's just been almost like it hasn't even been that long since we've got her, but there you go, I'll level up her limit. Alright, so with that being said, wouldn't it be nice if there was some kind of improvement to make her even better? Have no fear, because the VC is almost here. So yes, the Great Demon VC, which is a 70 cost VC with the Great Demon Esper on it. Now, this vision card is looking to be one of my favorites of the year. I mean, I love the artwork. I love the callback to old days of FFB. You can even call it nostalgia because it hasn't really been that long. And you get the new Esper on it, who is a Dark Elemental Esper, looking to be a large AoE attack on this Esper, which is dealing damage, and also seems to have a Dispel effect on it too, as well as just powering up Dark Elemental characters. So the Esper is very much a Dark Elemental Esper. I am kind of hoping that it's going to be a little more on the tank side, but it's probably going to be a Mage style Esper, and maybe a little defensive. We'll see how it goes. But the Vision card, as for the effects, to the unit equipped with it, magic power up and range attack resistance up. As for the Vision card party abilities, slash attack resistance and strike attack resistance, as well as for maxing the VC, agility up. So we have basically an incredibly defensive card, but the agility up here is wonderful. I mean, you look at this. Rainbow Strike is kind of a thing, and I say kind of because it's not full-blown everywhere, but in combination, there just isn't that many good sources of strike resistance yet, and this becomes a very unique source of strike resistance that not every class is going to have available to them. So kind of upvalues it. Slash resistance is just good in general, given the number of slash characters. And speed up, we're always taking speed up. But, range resistance too, it's a lot of resistance stacked on a single card, and it's very clearly made for Raf here. I would be less than surprised if the Esper ends up being top tier for her as well, really boosting her into being one of the best units in the entire game. There's still some questionable things about Raf to do with, like, what TMR I would want to use on her. And also, like, if I was to build Raf with like TMR runes, how would I want to do that exactly? But this Esper will probably complete that picture. Now, as for the types of units, first off, we do have the Dagger class, which includes Joker, interestingly enough. I mean, there's Vistral, there's Rizal, there's Little Leela, Brave Little Leela, that is. Venera, Locke, and Rafal that come initially from my research. And I gotta say, Rizal, I'm not too terribly interested, but the number of dark characters that already synergize with this VC is a lot, and the defensive aspects are particularly probably pretty decent. Little Leela is actually considered to be still fairly decent, and I wonder if this will overall improve her evaluation. Second class to get this improvements are the Katana class, basically Sephiroth. Yeah, that's right. Sephiroth just gets this upgrade. This VC slots in perfectly with him. Also, Valentine Miranda, Astrius, Rafal, Rob, and Barush. There you go. And 2B for people playing along at home. So there might be something here for in combination with Wind if, certain Wind characters ever got upgraded. And Water doesn't look to be too far out from benefiting from this as well, just because you can do Rayches in kind of a more cost-limited Water elemental party. But it's interesting. I mean, you could potentially swing this to be something. Also, Dea is a Katana user as well, so interesting synergy between Rayches and her, with a strong VC here that is still lower on the cost side. Next up, we have basically Majin Fina in the Rod class. We have also Aerith, we have Ayaka, we have Sakura, we have Lemire, and a ton of other characters too. And last but not least for Mace, we have Sadali, we have, of course, Queen Mashari, we have Ildira, and of course, Raph, and more. So there's a ton of really interesting synergy here. I mean, I see it work. This VC works incredibly well with Dark. I mean, it's not even fair how stupidly optimized this feels for Dark right now. And Dark doesn't need to give anything up. It's just Sephiroth, Raph, and Majin Fina, which is, or Little Leela, or Lemire. I mean, there's so much strength here that, yeah, it's just kind of crazy. Wind also, I mean, you have Sadali and you have Rizal, who are two on the stronger ends. Now, again, not saying that this makes up for Rizal, but it is a potential opening for some more interesting combinations. And of course, Water, Ildira, plus more, plus Aerith? I don't know, but there's a Water Magic synergy in their team in there too. There's a Light team, a Wind team, and Earth, not quite, but overall this VC is just probably the best 70 cost VC that's come out, I want to say, in this year since January. Might be a little bit bold, but I think it's pretty accurate. It is gonna just be an absolutely top tier vision card, and at a limited time, at a 70 cost, this is just an insta pull. It's not even like, oh, we have to be coy about this. We're just getting this VC, and I definitely am. So yay for that. All right, and the slow resistance. There'll also be a raid revival this week, which just means kind of a down week, as most people who have generated all the equipment they need can just take it off and maybe just get some extra resources. And there will also be some server maintenance. Other than that, probably going to be a mostly quiet week. I don't think there's really too much else. But yeah, Raph is probably going to become at least better this week. And Dark just kind of wins the most, I want to say, on this VC, as it's basically running a team that was very obvious before and keeps going. It unfortunately doesn't work with my plans for Garvel, but what you gonna do, right? So yeah, let me know what you think of this vision card, or any interesting teams that you have. And thanks so much for watching. Take care. See you next time.